All right, today I'm going through the best and biggest Amazon Prime Day deals from health, fitness, and technology, from things that I've used in the past and things that I've tested in my YouTube videos. So let's get into the best deals. We've got rings, watches, action cameras, air filters, supplements, electronics, health, chargers, phone tablets, and I have all the time codes linked down below. Let's get into it. Rings. The Oura Ring is my favorite, but there are some rings that there's been some disputes, like the Rincon Gen 2 Air. There's a Renpho Link Smart Ring, and these rings are extremely cheap. So if you're trying to save money, but you still want to get sleep tracking, get a lot of the data, the Renpho is $179 and the Rincon Gen 2 is $159. So these are massive discounts for Prime Day, like 20% off. If you're trying to save some money, one of these two rings are probably the best options. I'll have a video coming out later this year comparing all the smart rings, so subscribe to see that and follow me on all the socials at Shervin Shares. If you do have a Samsung device and maybe an Android, the Samsung Galaxy Ring is another option. I think at that point, if you have the money and it's close enough, I might get the Oura Ring, but the Samsung Galaxy Ring is $265. So those are the smart ring discounts right now. Nothing on the Oura Ring or the Whoop, sadly, at this time. Watches. So there's some big discounts on older watches. The Apple Watch Ultra, the original one, we're on the Watch 3 right now, has a massive discount. It's almost like half the price of the original price. So if you want an older model, but you still want a decently good working watch, the Ultra is a good option. The older Apple Watch series watches, so the Series 9 is $368. Series 10, I should say, is $368, and the Series 9 is $288. So if you still want a decent watch, you're getting most of the features, not all the updates, and the processors are pretty similar. These watches are good enough and you're getting a good deal. If you want to save money, get last year's model. This is the best way to save that money and get a device that works and gets pretty much most of the things checked off. We have the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 Classic, which recently just came out. Samsung did not send it to me, so I wasn't able to test it, but I have the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8. This is a really cool looking watch. It feels classic, it looks nice. $40 discount right there. So it's crazy to see a discount already so early. The Watch 8, which I do have and I have tested, I ran a marathon with it, it works. If you have a Samsung device, we got a 9% discount there. And then if you want last year's models, these things are heavily discounted. Everything from last year seems to be heavily discounted. So if you want an older model and you want to save money, now's the time. If you're trying to get the latest and greatest, then maybe this is not the video for you. Watch 7, $189 for a smartwatch. If you're a Fitbit person, maybe you have a Google device or other Android devices, a Fitbit, we've got $199 for the Fitbit Sense 2 and the Fitbit Versa 4 for $132. Like, getting a smartwatch at this price, that's insane. So then you can track, your heart rate, your workouts, your sleep, and get all the little things tracked if you want at a very good price. The Google Pixel Watch 3, we have, rumors, the new one's coming out. So last year's model, $70 off. Save some money there. I just got into biking as well. So bike computer, the Garmin Edge 530, not the most advanced bike computer, but it's a bike computer, and that is $100 off. That's a pretty good deal for a bike computer. Now, watches, rings, what about action cameras? So I'm a big action camera person. I actually use the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro when I run marathons. It's pretty much my favorite action camera for being able to capture stuff, and has good image quality, good low light, it's small, it's convenient, and it powers up quickly. This is my top favorite out of the 3 biggest action camera brands. And rumors are that the 6 is probably coming out in the next month or so. So it is heavily discounted, 20% off. We're almost getting a $80 discount on that. So that is extremely nice. This thing can be almost $400. So we're getting it at a relatively good price. If you want last year's model, I guess 2 years ago model, $219. If you can, I'd probably pay the little extra and get the Action 5, but the Action 4, if you're trying to save money, your extra $30 there. The GoPro Hero 13. We didn't get a Hero 14 this year. We might, I'm not sure, but this one, 30% off, massive discount there. This is also a good action camera. I think a lot of people like the look here. You're not going to get as good low light, but in terms of if you're capturing daytime stuff, some people love the GoPro look the best, so that's a good deal as well. I like this camera too. Insta360 X5. I think this is hands down the best 360 camera. I've tried the DJI Osmo 360 and I'm waiting to try the new GoPro version, but I think Insta360 has just blown everyone else out of the park in terms of being able to iterate every year. Always, this is $50 off. This came out, earlier this year. So I think that's a decent, not a crazy price cut, but decent price cut. And if you're like, I want the brand new Osmo 360 that just came out, this is insane, 25% off. I did buy this myself for a video and I'm like, shoot, can I return it and get this deal? Because that's a pretty good deal. It came out late in the US with all DJI products, but now we have it. Now, air filters. If you've seen my video where I tested air filters, the top 5 air filters, the winners, the ones that I use the most, the Air Doctor, Jasper are the top tier, most expensive, good quality. And then Koei is like a budget-friendly good as well. Those are like my top 2 choices. If you're trying to save money, Koei. If you want to spend money, Air Doctor Jasper. Now the Air Doctor does have a massive discount, 25% off. You can see I actually purchased this a year ago, so maybe I will buy some more of these. It is not a cheap air filter, $419, but it is discounted off their $560. So if you want something that's good quality, this is the way to go. And you do have to replace the air filters because air filters are not going to work if you don't do that. There is maintenance to it. So I do buy one of these. I actually might buy this 15% off just to have replacements. I do have, I think, 2 or 3 air doctors. So making sure that I always have backups when it's time to replace is very important. If you're like, okay, I want to save a little bit more money, the Koei and Blue Air were actually my other 2 options. The Blue Air, 36% off. Make sure you get the right size. Sometimes you do want, you know, if you're like, oh, my thing is 900 square feet, it's better just to have more to make sure that it stays clean. The Koei, this is one of my favorites at the price, like $150 is insane for an air filter. This is a great deal. You know, second room, it doesn't look great. I don't love the look, but the price is insane for the value that you get out of it. I love Koei. I think the ability to filter the air is extremely good, and the price for that value that you're getting, very nice. If you're like, okay, I want something that looks a little bit better, they do have an upgraded model, just as good. It is more expensive. You're paying another $100 almost, but this is 38% off. To get something that looks cleaner, I like the look of this, but it's gonna be just as effective. Now from air quality measurement devices, the Air things here, I like this one. It is a bit pricey, $280, but it does connect via the app. You can kind of see your air quality. The screen's a bit small. I wish it was bigger, but it is battery powered and you can plug it in. I do like having this device. Another one, actually I might buy another one of these. Let's add to cart, is the AirNet. This is a wireless indoor air quality monitor. It shows you CO2 levels, especially if the windows are closed and you want to be productive. It's important to have this to make sure you want to have airflow. I've noticed sometimes when I go to bed, the CO2 levels go really high and that can make you feel sluggish. So this is just like a small, easy thing to make sure, do I open the windows or not? Windmill air conditioner, this thing I love. I tried the Medea, but this one, it is pricey, but it is so much better. It is much quieter, it is powerful, and as someone who films videos and I want something that doesn't make any noise, this thing is a beast. Next up, supplements. I don't usually buy supplements off Amazon. Just make sure when you go to buy it, it says visit whatever store. So you're buying from the actual brand and not from some random person, because you don't want to buy expired supplements. You don't know how Amazon has handled them, but it is easy, it's convenient, so there will be times where I'll buy it. My favorite magnesium is MagTech. I take this stuff all the time. You can see I always buy this, 10% off, great deal. I might buy this, send it to my parents actually, because magnesium is awesome. Omega-3, I think omega-3, magnesium, vitamin D are like my big 3 that I take. This one, 10% off Momentous. I did a video where I tested fish oil supplements for 90 days. I did blood tests before and after. You can watch that video. Just search Shervin fish oil. And this is the exact omega-3 that I took during that 90-day period. So 10% off, great deal. I might actually just buy more, put it in the fridge and hold it for more. Super Beats. If you want a non-stimulative pre-workout, I love Beats, and this is actually what I like using. There are also chews. I like the chews because they're just easier. But if you're like, hey, I want powder, this also works. Just make sure not to spill it on yourself because it could stain you. Groom Superfood Greens Gummies. AG1, like you can mix the powder, but these are just gummies. They're easier to consume. They're more convenient. Yes, it's not ideal, but it is kind of like a nutritional insurance in a way. So this stuff I actually really like, 10% off. Grooms, this is really cool. I need to buy more of these. We need to add to cart. I want a one-time purchase. I don't like subscribing. Seed Daily Symbiotic, prebiotic, probiotic. I just got off antibiotics a few weeks ago, and I realized that I need to take probiotics at least for the next like 3 months to 6 months to help bring that back. So Seed and another brand I think is what the doctor recommended. So it's a good deal, 10% off as well. Electronics, random electronics like headphones and other cool gear, speakers. Apple AirPods Pro 2nd gen. So we're getting a lot of the features. Like this is insane. This is like what? The original price was $250, now it's obviously dropped. Now it's $150, almost $100 off the original price. It is renewed premium, but you're still getting all the features like live translation, you're getting noise cancellation. You might not get the extended battery life like the Pro 3 or the heart rate monitoring, but those aren't necessary. Like these are amazing headphones, some of the world's best headphones, the second world's best headphones, and to get it for $150 I think is insane. So that's a great deal right there. I mean, if you don't like the silicone tips, Apple AirPods 4. These also have noise cancellation. They also have live translation. Still great headphones, $119, like 34% off for wireless AirPods. I think this is a great deal. I have a pair of these and I have a Pro 2 and I use them as needed. Like that's a great deal. Sony, the XM5 and XM4. Massive discounts, 46% off on the XM4s and I don't know how much percentage off is on the XM5, but the XM6s are here. Amazing headphones. I need to make a review. Comment below if you want to see that. But if you want last year's model and then the 2 years ago model, you're getting heavy discounts. Like, these are really good deals, 188 and 269 for noise cancellation headphones that are very good quality, comfortable, and extremely light. I love that they're light. Speakers, subwoofers, Sonos. I love Sonos. We got the Sub 4 and the Sub Mini. These have $100 off and $150 off. Pretty good deal. These are very expensive products. I love Sonos. For a home audio setup. I don't have the space right now, but I do want to get this when I have the space. So know that some of the Sonos stuff is discounted. Wi-Fi. Fast Wi-Fi is so important. I think people underestimate the power of Wi-Fi. You have good internet, you want to have good Wi-Fi. The Eero Max 7 is my favorite, hands down. It supports Wi-Fi 7. It's very strong. You can get multiple packs to connect them. I use this in my home, my office, and it's been the best Wi-Fi router ever. To get this at almost, $130 off, $180 off, 30% off is insane. Ice maker. I love chewable ice. This is a random electronic, but in the kitchen, like, this thing is 39% off. I have one at my parents' house. Honestly, this is so expensive, but it's so nice. I really want one. You just fill it up with water, it builds chewable ice. I don't have the space in New York, I shouldn't buy this. It's so nice. And then you can fill it up with iced coffee. You have chewable ice. It's just great for guests. I love this. TVs that I really love. Sony TV, 65-inch OLED. This one's a heavy discount right here, $400 off. A lot of people don't buy TVs anymore. We don't really watch TV anymore. I get it. But this is a very, very nice TV, HDR, good. And then the other one I like is this TV that disappears. So this is what we have in our content closet house with Tejas and Colt. It is the Samsung Frame TV. This is the 2025 4K model. Almost $400 off. Like, that's a good deal. It disappears, it looks nice, it looks clean, and when you want to use it, it's there. So I like that TV. And then bed cooling. So I'm a big fan of 8 Sleep. If you do, discount code Shervin to increase your discount. There's also the Dock Pro. Not in love with that as much, but then if you want the cheapest option, that's the BedJet 3. They have a prime deal discount right now. 37% off. All the links down for all these products are down below, so make sure to click the links if you do plan to buy them. When you click those links, it helps support the channel. But this right here, great deal. It is cooling via air, so it's gonna feel a little bit weird, like the bed sheet might inflate, but good deal if you're trying a bed cooling device that's gonna save you some money. Health. Renpho Smart Scale, $19 for a smart scale that syncs to your phone. Apple Health. You don't need to buy those expensive scales like this. I either say buy the cheapest or the most expensive, and this is one of the cheapest smart scales. $19 is insane. If you want a smart scale that syncs to your smartphone, get that. Ear protection, hearing protection. You can use your AirPods Pro when you go to concerts. If you're like, that looks weird, this is what I recommend. These are more subtle. Eargasm, high fidelity earplugs, concerts, bars, loud environments where there's music playing. You have to wear these. Like, people don't think about the hearing enough. Also do the hearing test on the Apple AirPods. Massage gun, the Theragun Prime 5th generation, 31% off. This is one of their newest massage guns. Great deal if you like a little percussion therapy. Bluetooth enabled, comes with the app. The Nordic Track treadmill, 25% off. I wish I had space for a treadmill in my house. But this is like a very simple, subtle treadmill, and you're getting a pretty good deal on it. Now, chargers, little accessories for your phone. Now, the newest iPhones now support 25-watt wireless charging, and they can get warm. So the biggest thing is, can you make sure to keep your phone cool and use the highest wattage? So wireless, 25 watts, wired 40 or 45 watts. And this is the newest Anker Prime MagSafe charger. It is a 3-in-1 charging station. It has a little bit of cooling, I think, to it, but it supports 25 watt, active cooling charging. So I'm definitely getting this. It is 25% off. This has been on my wish list. I always recommend don't buy things unless you need them. I make a wish list, and when it comes time, I will buy them. So this is something that's been on my wish list. Actually, it just came out, so we're gonna add that to cart right now. 25 watts wireless charging. Like, this is gonna be awesome. And it has a little screen. You can see the wattage of how much each thing is being charged with. It looks clean. Maybe I'll buy 2 of those. This Anker laptop power bank, 25 milliamps. It's under your 100 watt hours requirements, so you can take it on the plane. Has 2 built-in cables, so you don't need to carry a cable. And I love this thing. I'll put it in my backpack when I travel, when I go places, and I can charge my laptop, my phones, multiple devices, and I don't have to have cables. I don't have to have anything. And then when I need to charge this, I can plug it in to charge it, and I can charge another device. So I don't have to carry cables. All I need is a charging brick. The number of cables you need to carry, minimize the number of chargers. This has been one of my favorite things. It is big. So there are smaller versions. Let's see, this is the smaller version. We'll go through. There's smaller versions, we'll get to it. Anker 20-watt USB-C power strip. If you don't want to bring a charging brick, I'll travel with this so I can plug multiple things into power. I'll bring a converter so I can convert this USA to any plug, and then I'll have multiple US plugs, USB-C, USB-A. This has been a huge game changer. $15 for travel. I love it. The cable's a little long, it's 5 feet, but it might be convenient, but I wish it was smaller for travel. I love this thing. It's small, it's great for travel. And this is great for my desk. The Anker Prime Charger, 250 watt USB-C charging station. You can have 4 USB-C devices, 2 USB-A. I have this just with cables hanging and at my desk, and I'll just plug things in as needed. And you can like prioritize certain things, which I don't use as much, but super easy to charge a lot. This is another one, the Anker Nano. It has power outlets in the back and then 2 retractable cords. So the first one didn't have any cords. You have to plug your own cords in. It gets a bit messy. This is just the very super clean, subtle one where I can just pull out the cord, plug my iPhone in, boom, done. Anker Prime Charger. This is also nice for travel. In a dream world, I'd only carry maybe 1 charging brick and that's it. And this is that 1 charging brick. This actually just came out. I need to add this to cart. I want this. 140 watts, so you can charge your MacBook. You can get full juice out of this bad boy, and it is very small. It's the size of an AirPod case, which it looks a lot bigger, but if you find a way to look at it, like look how much smaller that is. And you can charge 3 things via USB-C at the same time. That's impressive. Apple Watch battery pack. This is, you can charge your Apple Watch and a USB-C device, and you can, do pass-through charging. This is huge for travel. If you don't want to bring an Apple Watch charger, or you also want a power bank, it's just the all-in-one. The more things that you can pack in one thing for travel, the less you have to carry, the easier it is. This is one of those things. I wish the big one had an Apple Watch charger on it, but this is the small one you can carry with you. Speaking of small, my friend Humphrey recommended this to me. It's the NU portable charger, 10,000 milliamps. It is tiny, extremely tiny. I wish the cable was built in. I don't love that it's separate because it becomes easier to lose, but it still works. This thing is so small, it has so much juice, and it supports 45 watt power to delivery. So you can charge your phone extremely fast. Now for our last and final section, phone and tablets. Like I said, old devices are on the list here, but there are some new ones. Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max, 1 terabyte, $857. Interesting that there's a Prime Day deal. The Apple iPad Mini A17 Pro. If you're looking for an iPad, you're getting 25% off on this device. It's not gonna be the fastest, world's best, but it's a decent iPad for a good price. The classic iPad, 11-inch, A16 processor, and you're getting 22% off. Decent deal. You're not finding the top tier, but it's like a product that works and will get the job done. Maybe for kids as a secondary device, or if you don't need performance, great. Google Pixel 10 Pro XL and the Google Pixel 10, you're getting massive discounts, 16%, 19%. These devices just came out and they're already on sale, which is insane, but you're getting a good deal here. I'm gonna make a video testing these devices. I made one, but more coming soon. The Samsung devices also on sale, 25% off the Galaxy Z Flip 7 and the Z Fold 7. I love the Z Fold, like 20% off, $1,700 for this. It's going from 2.1K to 1.7K. 20% off on this thing, that's insane. This is a really nice phone. It feels really good. It's powerful, it's fast. I actually really like this device. I just wish that it connected with Apple stuff more, but if you're a Samsung Android person, great device. Remember, all the links for all these products are in the description down below. If you click those links, they help support the channel. My name is Shervin Shares. Follow me on Instagram, X, all the socials at Shervin Shares. Subscribe, turn notifications for more videos. These are all the Amazon Prime Day deals for 2025. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.